Probably it was about 10 years ago when we first started lawn bowling. And of course, as a new bowler, when you're enthusiastic about the game, you go out and you watch tournaments and you watch others play. And she was one of those that you just had to watch play because of her level of her ability. It was just phenomenal.
She started me in the sport when I was 6, and I don't really remember starting, and I really didn't know any different. I grew up and being there with her, and if you're gonna be there, you might as well play. And she got me into playing, and I loved it ever since.
My big thing was, at least if I could score 1 point against Lena, I'd be great. Well, then the next year, if I could score 3 points against Lena, and then, well, maybe I could actually tie a game with Lena. And it's something that drove me to play better. And then finally there was a phone call from Lena that said, "Would you be my partner?" And I thought, whoa, I've made it.
Her willingness to compete against anyone and never quit. She's probably the most competitive person on that green every time she steps onto it. She wants to win no matter what it takes to do so, and she was always that way. Even just playing cards against you as a kid, she's not letting you win. She never let us win bowling either. Like she's ultra competitive no matter what she's doing.
You know, Lena has a she's very competitive, but she has a very strong sense of what's right, and she won't do anything that isn't right. And she expects other people to do the same. Is that you know, what is right in the sport is what's good for the sport. So she has a very, very strong sense of what's right and fair. So she won't compromise on that.
She has the ability. She has the ability. She has the know-how. She has the brain that will understand the tactic, what way we should throw the bowl. So she's always a couple of steps ahead.
She sees things that the rest of us don't see, so that works too, because she can see a shot that's maybe there, maybe not. And then a couple times she'll get you to try a shot that you're not convinced it's there, but her skill set is so good that she'll be able to say, yes, that will work.
She can play all the shots. There's not a shot out there that she can't play, and if she thinks she's not great at it, well, next week she's gonna go practice it. So she can play lead, skip, everything. She can draw, she can hit. There's really nothing that she can't do when she's out there.
Welcome back to the 2017 Canadian Lawn Bowling Championships. I'm Jake Shuknik, joined today by Laura Seed. How are you doing, Laura?
I'm doing fine, thank you very much.
Beautiful day here in Victoria, British Columbia, here on the island at the Juan de Fuca Lawn Bowling Club. And Lena has really found her draw game here, holy smokes.
Just piling it in.
So I think that might have been 2 for Manitoba, which would make it 19-14 if that is the case. Regardless, Nova Scotia got the win and solidified their place at first in their pool with another couple rounds left to go. We'll see if anything changes there.
In 2017 in Victoria. Yeah, and I was a newbie, really a newbie, never played in nationals or anything like that. And I didn't tell Lena this, but my goal was to win 1 game. And we just kept winning for some odd reason, but it was only because of Lena, giving her little nudges or little words of encouragement. Be here, try this. Okay, so you made a bad shot. That's behind you now. Let's continue on.
Oh, the one that stands out in my mind is her playing for Team Canada at the North American Challenge. I mean, it's very rare you get to represent your country, and she was lucky enough to do that. That would be the main one. The other one that stands out for me, of course, is the mixed pairs that we played together and got bronze in at nationals. Well, I was a part of it. It was pretty neat. You don't usually get to go to nationals with your family, let alone your grandmother, and medal. And that was a big moment. I think that was big for her, and it was big for me. I think it was her dream, and it was nice to be able to live it.
I think it's just the accumulation of all the titles. It's like, how can one person have done so much and accomplished so much? And it's just admirable. And at home, she has what I jokingly call the shrine. She has a little display case in her front hallway, and it has some of those favorite awards and things that she's won. And she has every right to have that shrine, but it's just, her shrine should be a huge building, because all the things she's accomplished, I mean, it's just mind-blowing.
She's done everything. She's won medals, she's won nationals, and there's nothing really she hasn't won. when you sit down and look at it.
Of anybody that I have met in lawn bowling in Nova Scotia, Lena is probably the most deserving person. Just because it's not just her competitive level and what she's accomplished competitively, it's what she gives to the sport. It's the training of the youth. It's seeing someone out on the green who's not doing something quite right, and she goes over and says, "Can I help you? Can I show you?" And she's always trying to make people better. She wants to improve the sport. And I mean, lawn bowling isn't exactly your big gold star sport, but to us it is, and she's definitely a gold star in our organization.
It's not really an accomplishment on the green, it's an accomplishment off the green, her volunteerism for the sport. I mean, she coaches juniors, she comes in every Sunday to coach 7-year-olds. You know, she is the consummate volunteer. I was telling my husband last night, I don't think I've ever heard Lena say no.
I think really her greatest accomplishment is what she has able to achieve as a human being with all her lawn bowling skills and ability. It all comes into one little package, really. And she's very proud of her 2 grandchildren that bowl, Cameron and Lindsay. I think she's proud of that accomplishment. And all the other individuals she has taken into her little group and helped to improve their skills.
You go to a regular club jitney, which is just a group of people getting together to play. She's there. Despite her level of bowling, a lot of high-level bowlers will not go to those low-level events or playing. She's always there, and she's always out helping other people, the new bowlers. Then that night, she could be at the high-level competition group that get together.
She's done so much for the sport. You could talk hours about it, but her main thing nowadays seems to be the juniors, and it was when I was growing up too. As long as there's kids around that want to do it, she's going to be there to coach them. She wants the sport to live on, and in order for the sport to live on, we need the younger generation playing, and she's probably been responsible for 90% of the juniors that have come up through the ranks since I've been around. She's coached them all, and she really loves watching the kids play and helping them out, and there's nothing she wants to see more than her juniors and the people she coached succeed and move on in the sport and play provincials and play nationally.
She has a wonderful personality. She's funny, she has a great little laugh, she can see the humor in things, and she's always telling us different things that she's done. And I know when they were down in Florida, they would have little parades with their golf carts and what have you, and she would always be there dressing up, taking part, enjoying life. She does. She sees the humor and everything, and she enjoys life.
When you're playing in the summer, it's hot. But one of the rules of lawn bowling, you have to have a shirt with sleeves and a collar. She continuously would say, "Oh, if I could just play in my bra. Just play in my bra, but it doesn't have collar and sleeves." So of course, you don't say things like that to me. I went out and I bought a lime green bra, and I dolled it all up with pockets and attachments so that she had her Kleenex, she had a pencil, she had a little pocket for her 50-50 tickets, and I gave her competitive bra by adding the sleeves, the collar, and an instruction manual that told all the details of it. So it created a lot of laughter.
It's not too often you get to play a sport with a family member, let alone your grandmother, and be able to do it as often as we have and done, and still be able to do it at the best level and be competitive and still win tournaments together. You never know when it's going to be your last tournament win, but as long as she's bowling, I know we have a chance. I don't know when she's going to call it quits, but hopefully no time soon, because she's still got a lot to give to the sport, and she still is still one of the best female bowlers we have in Nova Scotia. Hey Grammy, congratulations on getting inducted to the East Hand Sport Hall of Fame. Very well deserved, and I'm really proud of you.
Lena, I'm so happy to be here. This has been a great honor for me to do this for you. This is an honor well deserved. So Ian and I wish you our heartiest congratulations.
Lena, I can't think of anybody more deserving of this reward than you. You've been in lawn bowling for so long, and you've accomplished so much, and I can't imagine anybody I would be prouder of to say, "You're my friend." Congratulations.
2022 East Hants Sport Hall of Fame inductee, Lena Cameron.